scenario where the hero gets chased, there's a lot of chasing going on and your adrenaline's up. When it's attached to emotion and sex and so on, then many messages can be downloaded into your subconscious to make you familiar with this new possibility. They call it possibility programming.
And so now when we talk about it, they're comfortable with it because, oh, everybody knows about that. Everybody knows the CIA deals the drugs. Everybody knows they put cancer viruses in the vaccines. I mean, a lot of people don't even deny what we're saying. They just go, okay, yeah, everybody knows that.
That's right. But they don't realize that they now have opinions and conclusions, and they have no idea how they arrived at those opinions.
Absolutely.
But they'll hold on to them.
Let's jam in another call here. Jeremy in Canada. A lot of calls from where you're at. Jeremy, you're on the air.
Okay, listen, I really appreciate what you and Alan are doing and other people like you in the alternative media, because you're the only ones I hear speaking the truth these days. I just have one question. Wouldn't the Bilderbergers and the elites who are killing us with soft kill, are they suicidal as well as homicidal? Because, on the subject of the disappearing male, wouldn't their sperm count be way down, and wouldn't their children be deformed too?
No, when you read, they all avoid the plastics. They avoid the vaccines. I mean, it's like when I had the state director on about them forcibly injecting the kids in Maryland. He said, it's no law, you're right, and my kids don't take them. And then he laughed. You see, it's that pleasure. Alan?
What's interesting, back in the 60s, I think it was, I was small at the time toddling around, but there's a documentary on the Queen and how she had her own personal herbalist who dealt with the soap she used and everything else. So they don't use what we use. They understand the agenda, and they make sure they're healthy and their offspring are healthy too.
Yeah, does that answer your question?
Yeah, except...
Jeremy, hold on.
We're on the march.
The Empire's on the run. It's Alan Watt and the GCN Radio Network. Yeah, go ahead, Jeremy, finish up.
Okay, what about... some of these plastic dangerous chemicals are right in the atmosphere of the whole planet, so they'd be breathing it too.
Well, they are, and the fact is they're doing it. I mean, everything Alan's telling you and that I'm telling you, they admit, sir. I mean, we can give you all the sources. They're on cuttingthroughthematrix.com. They're on Infowars.com. They're on our sites. I make films about them. Alan does presentations about them. They also understand how these things cross and mix. It's a nexus of... Take the Batman movies. In the Batman movie, and one of them they say, from back 15 years ago, yeah, we staged terror attacks like the Gulf of Tonkin, or this event, or hey, we're crossing a whole bunch of different hair care and face care products, but together they poison you, and then they sell you the solution. Well, see, that's what they really do in the real world. Okay. So, I mean, these people are obsessive compulsive. They're all about intricately woven systems, and they brag about it. Lord Rothschild 2 weeks ago in major papers saying, we run the world, we're setting up world government, world governance. He said, my family's most proud of how we've kept our wealth, not been decadent, controlled our family, and see, they're all about keeping their money, institutions. And the general public's like, how could something last 500 years? They don't understand. It's like universities or organizations. Alan, you want to explain that to him?
Yes, it's intergenerational. Foundations can go on for centuries with the same mandate, retiring, using, and rehiring new ones into the same agenda.
The families all breed together? Even the servant families breed together?
Yes, it's all eugenics. So the Rockefeller ran the eugenics system back in the 30s and 40s and so on. They were the ones who mandated forced sterilization of what they call the feeble-minded, and they're still into that yet. I've heard Rockefeller in a recent speech talking about the need to reduce the population, and that there's too many basically common types at the bottom. So it's never changed. Yeah,
I totally agree that they are doing eugenics and that they want to get rid of the inferiors, which is most of us. But I was just wondering, the pollution in the atmosphere, are they really totally responsible for that? Because they're breathing that air too.
Yeah, but you've got to understand how these people live. They live, if you take Buckingham Palace, it's rigged up to, and the same with Rockefeller's home and all these people's homes, these are rigged up to withstand and even filtrate radiation through filters, etc. They don't breathe the same stuff we do. Their limos are the same. So they have basically a system which keeps them pretty well out of the main pollution atmosphere at all times. They also had advanced chelation. That's a big thing with them at the top, where they go in and literally, with micro techniques, they can actually carry them around in their pockets.
Yeah, we're going back to the main audience. They also do total body blood transfusions. Here we go. All right, final segment with Alan Watt. This show has just blasted past us. Then Dr. Kyle, Scott, Dave, Andy, and others. And we're going to go back to Alan Watt here in just a moment. But before I go any further, I do want to tell you about some of our sponsors. And one of them is Inner Health Botanicals. You know, I plugged them last hour and forgot to tell you that they have a lot of new products in their product line, like natural amino acid meal replacement. Talk about something for dieting or something for emergencies. It's basically a natural, healthy, effective way to lose weight while getting all the nutrients your body needs. How it works, you mix up a cup and a glass of juice and have it in place of a meal. For example, you can replace one of your meals every day, stay healthy, get all your nutrients, and lose weight in the process. Check it out at ENER, just innerfood.com, ENERfood.com, or check out the natural amino acid meal replacement by calling 866-762-9238, 866-762-9238. And these aren't just great sponsors we go out and get. I only get stuff I believe in. It also makes what we're doing here possible. I want to do online and probably on TV daily news review shows. And I'm so busy, I'm going to try to hire somebody to come in and do it in our office. More people. But point is, I got a lot of things I want to do to fight these people. We need your support. So go to Infowars.com, buy the books and videos, get them out to people. They wake folks up, and it supports what we're doing here. Support our sponsors like Interfood, 866-762-9238. Also, one other sponsor I want to plug is New Vitality. This is an old, large vitamin and mineral and nutrient company. No magic cures, no miracle stuff, just things that are proven to really have good nutritive and health effects, like their Aloe-Ease Body Cleanse, flushes out your guts, detoxifies. It's got aloe vera and 30 other powerful herbs known to detoxify. 800-569-4056 or newvitality.com. Got big banners up on Infowars.com. 800-569-4056. They have Super Beta Prostate, really great for your prostate after 45. Younger people can even take it as well. 800-569-4056. The saw palmetto and a bunch of other ingredients. They've got the most popular, this is a big company, one of the most popular mixes out there for the prostate. 800-569-4056. I want to make something clear before I take some final calls for Alan Watt here. We really appreciate. You know, I don't even lose sleep dealing with this. I mean, I do sometimes, but not as much as I would if I just didn't do the best job I can fighting it and move forward. You're only alive one time. There are just very wicked, focused control freaks that run the planet. They say it's their right to do this to us because survival of the fittest, they're in control, we're not. And I liken them to cancer. You know, cancer can take over a body. Cancer is, quote, dominant in the tissues of the body, but it ends up killing the host. And it's the same thing with the global elite. I don't think they're in total control. They've lost their minds. They're crazy. They say there's no such thing as a genetic mutation, so when they create chimera cross-species creations, they just say, well, man's a natural mutation, and so anything we make is a natural mutation. So all their talk about the environment's a bunch of bull. They don't even care about themselves at certain levels. Some of them do, some don't. A lot of them are very nihilistic and openly state, we have this in Endgame, Blueprint for Global Enslavement, that they might want to just destroy the earth for fun. You know, it's like Nero burning Rome or Caligula marrying his horse, or I mean, throughout history, these guys go crazy. So there is some megalomania going on here. But this is just a huge institution of evil. And they select more evil people into their ranks as the older ones die. And to them, I mean, it's a great honor that Zbigniew Brzezinski brags that he supported